Hello lovelies, welcome to Lanmou Spiritual. This is a general reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Whoever wants to watch this, and whenever you may be watching this, but this is especially for May 2020. Thank you so much for your patience. We're not able to upload all the readings for April. You guys know we're not doing weeklies anymore. There's so much going on right now. My life, just like everyone else's, have been impacted by the pandemic, and it's really not just that, but for April I fully intended to try to maintain the schedule, but there was a lot of disruption and I was not able to. So we're gonna be doing this one big reading at the beginning of the month, and then I'll try to come back at mid-month to do another one. So this is for you guys. If you there's more people watching those and you request for me to do more of them, I'll do my best to. But until then, we're going to keep it going that way. Let's see what messages Spirit have for you, Pisces. Messages for Pisces. Messages for Pisces. Messages for Pisces. Messages for Pisces. This is the Psychic Tarot. We are going to do a 9-card reading. Let's see what we have. We have the Six of Earth, material and spiritual prosperity. The Emperor, authority it's called. We have Major Arcana number 10 with Destiny, which is also the card of Wheel of Fortune. Here we have the Four of Cups. We have the Nine of Fire. Ooh, Major Arcana number 17, Hope, also known as the Stars card. Let's see, you guys can see. Make sure you can see the cards, all the cards. We have Choose Wisely. Nine of Air, Suffering in Silence. And here we have, lastly, Major Arcana number 5, Obstacles and Challenges. Okay, Pisces. All right, Pisces, it seems like you're going to like a roller coaster ride here as May comes. Oh, at the bottom we have triumph, triumphant success, triumphant success, triumphant success. Literally the sword. No matter what happens here, let's keep focused on this. This is what's facing you. There's a sword, like literally coming from, like the universe is handing out to you from the ground here. It seems like that sword is going from, like there's looks like there's earth and grass, and like an invisible hand that you don't see coming, that's gonna come and remove all the cloudiness, remove all the haze or whatever it is that was clouding your judgment, okay, that was creating confusion, or that was the clouds, the dark clouds that were looming over. There's gonna be an invisible hand that's at play here. You're gonna get another lease of life, if you will, and for some of you it's gonna come to you in forms of information, of knowledge, you know, something that's gonna come to your knowledge that's going to change the course. So let's start here. We have the Six of Earth telling us material and spiritual prosperity, that there cannot be spiritual prosperity. You cannot feel like you are if you don't have your material life in balance, okay? They go hand in hand. Like, you know how some people can say, oh, you know, there's the prosperity gospels. You hear people talking about, God wants you to be wealthy. Well, God wants you to have money. It's not about wealthy, to have money to spend, to have big cars, to show off and all of that. It's in that, like, when you balance within yourself spiritually, when you live a life where you have faith, where you believe that the abundance of the universe is infinite, and that God wants you to be happy, God wants you to thrive, and that of course with that comes some kind of financial rewards. We are living in a physical world. It comes with some material things, but it goes hand in hand, and all of that must remain balanced, right? If we focus too much on the spiritual world, we forget about the physical aspect of our life. Does that mean because I'm a spiritual being that I don't eat, that I don't need a place to live, right? And even within the spiritual community, there's that debate about, like, you know, doing this as work. Like for me, I still work. I still have, like, you know, a job. that I go to with like a boss, and I have my small business, on the side, and then I do this and this, and on YouTube. I mean, on YouTube, this I don't do this so much for monetary gain, but it is, yes, it takes time, yes, it takes energy, it takes resources in order to do this. But I was led on that, I was thrown on that path, quite unexpectedly, and I like to do it. I love to do it. I'm happy to do it. It's become a source of joy, and for me almost fascination, that I'm doing this every day. So and here I am. But that doesn't mean, if someone chooses to say, you know what, I'm going to quit my job tomorrow, I'm going to do this full time so I can have, I'm going to do YouTube full time, for example, doing, reading my spiritual work on YouTube full time, and that's going to be my means of living. I still have to eat, right? That doesn't make me less spiritual or a bad person. And that's a debate that currently happening. But for you, Pisces, is spirit telling you, yes, you are spiritual, yes, you want to maintain a certain level of withdrawal from all those happenings, the little shenanigans that happen in our daily life, the pettiness and all of it. But at the same time, you are still here to have this physical experience, right? You are still here to have this physical experience. So a sense of groundedness is needed here, a sense of your placement on the universe, where you are rooted right now on this planet, is necessary to take the to look at the big picture, and also being able to see the small details in between, right? You are facing the sun, you are facing your soul mission, you're entrenched in your spirituality, into your intuition, in the deep water that you travel in, that you feel so much more comfortable in. But this material world still exists, and you're very much so a part of it, and your part is also important. Your role is also very much so important. So that give and take is so necessary. That's the message that's coming through for you, Pisces. It's not so much like giving and receiving, yes, of course, but it's also the two aspect of ourselves, our spiritual world and our material world being in balance. Okay, and yes, for some of you, it may be that you were in a situation that was out of balance. Someone was giving more and someone was taking more. That very much so may be. And whoever felt like they were giving, they were taking advantage of, that they were giving too much, maybe stepping into a sense of authority. Maybe they may be finding their voice, they may be finding their spine almost, okay, to stand up tall against whoever was taking. Because with the emperor here, it's setting foundation, right? It's very grounded, the emperor, very abundant, the emperor, have a lot of power, the emperor can give, right, can dispense a lot of resources to people within the community, but also can take away, right, can punish, because the emperor is a leader of the pack here. So there's someone here who is in a position of power and authority that's about to almost like it's almost like they can see the imbalance. Okay, they can see the imbalance, and they're almost like studying the situation. The way the emperor have their arms crossed, it's almost like, I'm not open to audience, you speak, like, okay, and then your turn, you speak, like they're just taking it all in. But I feel like someone have something they're thinking, they're working on something here, whether it's you or someone that's around you, especially if you have an older man, or you have an Aries man, or Aries in your means, Pisces. And the next card we have Destiny, which is the also known as the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this is the wheel of time. Nothing's remain the same. We keep the universe, the world keeps on turning. The world's time doesn't stop for you. Okay, your destiny, you have to meet the day of your destiny, you have to meet your destiny. We cannot escape our destiny. Okay, there's a sense of that here. There is something that you cannot escape. There are certain things you cannot escape, no matter how much you may try. Okay, we have the next card is discontent and boredom in emotional situation. Okay, this is about an emotional situation that has left you wanting, that has left you a bit like, like me, okay, to the point where you almost feel like you want to turn your back. At least you're not even entertaining it at this point, okay? You're almost like giving somebody here the cold shoulder, or a situation the cold shoulder. And that cold shoulder, whether it's you giving it, I feel like it's because of that sense of imbalance, or you receiving it is because of that imbalance. Look at that that spiritual strength here. Look at that nine of fire. Like that's at the center of the reading, okay? It's like someone, like you are sitting here like almost like the high priest, someone who's a high wisdom here, right? Could be the emperor, could be the high priest. I'm getting an image of a high priest here. And look at the structure. Look at how there's like the angel, the strength of the angels, like, you know, of that almost like Buddha figure. It's almost like they can lift up like a whole building to make way for you. Okay, understanding that you don't need to do all the fighting for yourself, because the nine of fire is the card of setting boundaries, a card of protection, of feeling like one needs to protect themselves. It's understanding that you are protected. You are already protected spiritually. You don't have to keep swimming and swimming in the deep water to maintain that sense of spirituality. You are already protected spiritually. The angels are always there with you. You don't have to do the heavy lifting. Release it onto them. They'll do the heavy lifting for you. Okay, so you can experience this reality that you're on right now, that you choose to live on right now. Okay, that's what I'm getting here for some of you. Some of you, Pisces, it's almost like you've been almost like taking a sense of a murderdom. If it's not you, someone that you're dealing with, they want to be a murder, almost. I don't say murder, a martyr, a martyr. Like, you know, like they want to take it all on themselves, like to die for the cause, almost, right? To sacrifice it all for the cause. And then it's like, you don't have to do that, okay? You do not have to do that. No one asked you to do that. You're gonna come to an understanding of that, because this is not your destiny. No, you are not. That's not what you are sent here for. Okay, whatever what has clouded your judgment, wherever you have gone, that is not it. But look, here we have again another card of destiny. The stars card for me is a card of faith. Here it's called hope, right? It's also a card of healing. Wish upon a star, right? It shall come true. And this is a card of like following your own North Star, following your own divine purpose. It's about your wish coming true, wish upon a star. Like, you know, this is like really a card of true destiny and faith and like spirit manifesting into your life, right? In a way that's very beautiful, like coming, bringing you a helping hand, and not just a helping hand, and make it shine, right? It's almost like, you know, asking someone for help and they go above and beyond in the way you couldn't even imagine, you couldn't anticipate, you couldn't even, like, you know, like you've never seen before, like that leaves you completely awed. That's the stars card, like shining bright like the star. Like for some of you also, your destiny have to be that you have to be in the public face. You've been hiding, you've been in hiding, and you are meant to be a star. You are meant to shine your light into the world, to bring hope into the world. That is part of your destiny, okay? And you've been in a situation where you feel like you have to protect yourself, you have to keep yourself clustered when you don't have to, because you already have all the strength. You walk with giants all around you to protect you. Do you understand, Pisces? Have no fear. Choose wisely. This is a card sometimes of confusion, of illusion, of having too many options, not knowing which path to follow. And I feel like in the past, because of you not being able to balance those two aspects of yourself, the material aspect and the spiritual aspect of yourself, not understanding how to engage in this physical world as a physical being, you know, to go to work, to you know, to have relationship with people, to interact with people, to perhaps even go to school, to have a trade, all those things that we do, like, you know, in this physical world, that make us human beings. For some of you had a hard time to balance the two of them with the spiritual aspect of yourself, and it has left you in a place of almost where you want to be in seclusion, where you are completely discontented. You are bored with the offers that were coming towards you because they were not to your satisfaction. They were not up to the level. And Spirit is asking you, the options are always there. It's up to you to choose wisely. You don't have to sit in a situation where you're feeling bored, where you feel like, I'm not satisfied. Go out there, create your own, because you have the power and authority here, and you do have a lot of spiritual backing, okay? So for whatever it is you want to manifest into your life, that you can do it. Do not allow confusion. Do not allow options. Do not even allow other people or even the illusion of what could be cool or what you think is, even like the possible dangers that you may be trying to avoid. Do not allow any of those to step in your way, okay, to block your way, because you have almost everything that you need. And here we have another number 9. We have a 9 of fire, the 9 of, excuse me, of air under the 9 of fire, which is the card of this Gemini energy here, suffering in silence. This is Mars energy, Mars and Gemini energy. Suffering in silence is telling us this is literally you going through a lot of anxiety. A lot of anxiety. You're up in your head a lot. Some of you are going to sleepless nights. Some of you may be meditating a lot. For those of you that are deeply spiritual, you may be spending a lot of time reading, going through, learning, growing, and being almost like overwhelming yourself with knowledge. And not really practicing it as much, just taking things in because you feel like you need to armor yourself with more knowledge, or overthinking things, stressing yourself out, being anxious all the time, okay? And that sense of seclusion you've put yourself in, that sense of anxiety and almost depression you've put yourself in, has really almost like feeding off that level of imbalance that you started here with, okay? It's like a frenzy, a self-eating frenzy that is absolutely not serving you. All right, Pisces, with that suffering in silence. And for some of you, people may not know what all you go through. Some people who know you very well may have an idea, but people who know you, who don't know you very well, they may not have an idea about the level of the battle, like the demons that you're battling, like in the constant, and how difficult it is for you to keep that balancing act, to just live a balanced life, to be, okay? You're suffering in silence because, I mean, if you're in balance, you know it. No one needs to tell you. You'll be the first person to know it. You may not know exactly what it is, how to fix it, but you know it, and you've known it, and you've been suffering, okay? But just know it, you have a choice here. You can choose the path for you. You can choose the path for you. And if you've been waiting on knowledge, you are not sure, you don't know what you want. We have the sacral chakra that was sitting here underneath that card when I pulled the Ace of Air for you. There's a truth, there's a clarity that's going to come through here, that's going to remove the confusion, the illusions of too many choices, the illusion of not understanding your options, or even like the possible challenges that may be in your way, that you feel like, okay, I can do that I'm almost paralyzed you from taking actions, from living. This is gonna clear out here, and it's gonna start here in your sacral chakra, your own power, your own energy power in regards to creation, okay? The sacral chakra is the chakra that is around, that controls, or that's over your reproductive system, your sexual organs, your that lower abdomen region. It's about your desires, your sense of creations, your passions, right? So this is like very important here for some of you. It's almost like you're gonna have, and you're going to be inspired to want again, to desire again, okay? Let's say you have not entertain any relationship with that Four of Cups here. This is rejecting any offer that comes your way with that discontent and burden card. Let's say you've been keeping your guards with that Nine of Fire, keeping your guards way high. Hope is coming, okay? The light is coming, healing is coming. The Hope card here, the Stars card number 17, is a card of healing as well, okay? The Star card, and it's 17 drills down to an 8. 8 is a number of transformation. 8th house energy, House of Scorpio, where it's about death and rebirth, okay? Transformation. Wherever the place here where there was imbalance, where there was any kind of discomfort, there's a sense of healing here that's taking place, a transmutation of energy here, okay? You still have a chance to make the right choice. You will be giving another chance to make the right choice, okay? But when you're giving that chance, what you're facing right now is the anxiety over the choice, is the anxiety over, like, do I keep my guards up? Do I keep my guards up? No, you're already in full power of your life. You have the authority. Do not be afraid. Like when you're in your energy, people automatically bow down to your will, to your own authority, because they can feel it from you, they can see it from you. Okay, know who you are, know your own strength, your own inner strength, and the overthinking, the mental games, the thoughts that keeps on going and going and going and going, you have to let that go. Okay, because this is a minor arcana. You, this is all up to you, this is within your control. Okay, number 4 here, 4 is authority. The emperor card is major arcana energy. This is spirit pushing you towards that. This spirit telling you, you are grounded, we want you, you are the emperor, this is how we made you, we, this is your destiny. Like, okay, to be abundant, to be a star, to be a leader, to shine bright no matter what you decide to do. Okay, to stand in power. This here, this is you, this is you, and this is within your control. This is something you can change like that. And this is a 9. You have the completion here. Okay, if confusion, if overthinking, stress, not having the right options, or not understanding all the options, not knowing which path to take, like being afraid to getting hurt, or challenges, this is at a 9. This is about to dissipate. Okay, this is about to dissipate mighty quick. And we do have obstacle and challenges here. So meaning, I feel like for some of you, there's gonna be a lot of people on your way. For some of you, taking that leap of faith is going to be very daunting. Okay, you're looking down here as like, oh my gosh, do I have what it takes to jump? Am I gonna be able to jump over, to cross that threshold? Okay, it's not a big gap, it doesn't look big, but it's all up about, do you have the faith it requires to make it known, to take that leap of faith. Okay, to do it. And I want you to know, I want you to believe it too, Pisces, you are not alone. Okay, even if you were to lose your step here, your footing here, there's an invisible hand that's there for you, that is lifting you, that is carrying you. Okay, we see that invisible hand here moving away the cloudiness. We see this major figure here lifting structures to create the path forward for you, so you don't have to sit there in self-protection mode all the time. So rest assured, you are protected. Rest assured, you can go towards your destiny in peace and love. Okay, let's see here what we have. Oh, the Queen of Swords, that's beautiful. What else you could ask for in this reading? This is the take charge kind of woman. Okay, the Queen of Swords, this is like literally taking charge of a situation, cutting what no longer serves you, what needs to be cut. Any situation, person, places, whatever it is, that sword is yielded. And look at the other hand, extend it out. You come in peace, I'll receive you in peace. I'll keep what is good, and the rest you can go. I have no problem to slay you, right? This is the king of the swords for you. And look at the tip of that sword. We have the butterfly, symbol of transformation. Transformation. This is what you're turning into here, taking charge of your life, taking charge, standing in your power, reclaiming your own power. Absolutely beautiful. I love this energy for you, Pisces. I'm going to take one more on. Wow, what a pairing. You all are like, you are in your mind. Oh, let me tell you, you're a water sign, Pisces, and we know you like to swim in the deep water. But this is like a lot of mind thinking. We have the Queen and King of Swords, and then we have the Ace of Swords that was facing this whole reading. This is a mental aspect, the intellect, the mind. The mind is so powerful here. We have that 9 of swords here. The mind is so important here. So overcoming any kind of negative way of thinking, overcoming any kind of mentality of lack, overcoming any kind of lack of confidence that has to do with your way of thinking is gonna be so important here. Okay, this is taking charge, this is taking control, this is being decisive of the situation. Okay, this is quite beautiful. I feel like I don't even need to take any other cards, because this is what spirit is telling you, and you're gonna be doing so in confidence. The Queen of Wands energy is a very confident woman. It's a confident woman who follows her intuition, who understands her own inner magic, who knows how to get what she wants, using her charm, using her intuition, using her feminine power, using her know-how, her knowledge, because she's very smart too. But this is a very intuitive and powerful woman. Okay, so I feel very good about this for you, Pisces. I feel very good about this for you. Yes, there will be obstacles. There have been obstacles, but I feel like these obstacles cannot stand in the path of your destiny. Okay, they're like little things that you're just going to blow away. Like, you can just blow away. You just have to want it. What do you want? Let's start with that. What do you want? Do you know who you are? Do you know, like, how much, like, how bright your light shine? And once you know that, you decide that you want to live that, you know, you understand that you're protected. And faith, have the faith of it. Like, all those little obstacles and challenges, they will be completely meaningless, because your destiny is calling. Okay, your destiny is calling. Hope is here. Healing is here. Your North Star is here. It's time for you to shine, dear. It's time for you to shine, Pisces. It's time for you to shine. I love, 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 love this. Let's get a woman's oracle card for you. Woman's advice for Pisces. One more shuffle and we'll pick a card. Trust. Indeed. Heart-to-heart conversation. And honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So if there's someone in your life where you feel that there was an imbalance in the give and take, where you feel like, you know, you had to, you were in self-protection, you were holding back, you know, from the relationship and whatnot, there's a need to talk. There's a need to talk about how, you know, you might have, you know, to tell that person no. Perhaps it's them that turned you off completely, by being too egocentric, or by, you know, trying to take control of the relationship and of yourselves, or using money and their own resources, their power, in order to belittle you, to make you feel small, and that makes you not wanting to open up to them, right? So whether that may be the case for you, and for some of you, it's very well the truth that you need to let someone know how you truly feel. There's no need to keep something going, to just let it hang there by a thread. You accepting crumbs, or just giving crumbs to someone just to keep it going, knowing that this is not for you, knowing that you're bored and absolutely discontent with it, knowing that, you know, you are way more powerful. There's something else. Like, you know what's your mission. You know that's not yours. You know that you have choices, right? Because you have to choose wisely. You know, if you have to make the choice, if you had to make the choice, this is not what you would have chosen. That you're just staying in this situation. And you're suffering in silence in this situation, for some of you, okay? And for some of you, if this is here, a situation is calling for you to trust, to have faith, okay? So it's calling for you to have faith. There's a thing here about destiny. It's either some of you, there's a group of you where this is not for you, okay? This is clearly just not for you. This situation has brought so many obstacles, whether coming from you. If those obstacles are coming for you, trust and believe it's your own spirit guides that are creating those obstacles, because they know this person is not supposed to be for you. In case of a romantic situation, okay, this person is not part of your destiny. And for you, you need to have faith in knowing that your rightful person is somewhere where they're waiting for you. To have confidence in your own beauty, in your own power, in your own intelligence, in your own desires. To know that what is yours, and it will show at the right time, at divine timing, okay? And to make the right choice for you, not for anyone else, not because anyone else is saying anything. That there's no need for you to suffer in silence. Just know that if you must walk away, you need to take charge of the situation. You need to take control of the situation, and to take decisive actions in regard to that situation. That's the other thing about the Queen of Swords. Take decisive actions. Actions is needed here, okay? And yes, there's a few of you here, Pisces. There's information that you felt like you didn't have before. There's gonna be that invisible hand. There's gonna be help coming from the universe to help you out here, to bring you information, to bring you knowledge, to bring you a new beginning that's gonna allow you to step away from that. This is the Angels and Ancestors Oracle card. And I know I give you guys different scenarios because this is a general reading. There's different things going on. So take what applies to you. But if it comes out of my mouth during the reading, this is messages that are coming through for somebody out there, okay? We have honor your inner knowing. Honor your inner knowing. What are we talking about here? Honor your inner knowing. You know who you are. You know what you're meant to be. You know, Pisces, you know. Honor your inner knowing. Don't put yourself small. Oh my gosh, look at all those cards that came out for you. I didn't even see that. Be fearless and stand strong. Be fearless and stand strong, because you are strong, okay? Air guardian, shift your perception. Yes, You see all the air? I mentioned all the air we have here. We have the queen, we have the suit here, the queen and king of air here. Shift your perception, air guardian. And this is about your mind, your intellect, okay? Shift your thinking from anxiety and overthinking. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck here. What am I doing? What am I doing? To understand, yes, you have a lot of options, but this is all up to you. And that destiny is on your side. And that all you have to do is wish on it. And it will come true because you have hope here. You have the stars card here. Destiny. This is the time, the wheel of time. This is a perfect time for you to manifest what you want. You have power and control and authority in the situation. Shift your perception. You can create the wealth, the abundance, the life that you want. It's all up to you to take charge of your life, okay? Guardian angel. Wow, yes. At the very center of your reading. I'm surprised the temperance card didn't come out for you. Guardian angel. That's what I keep telling for you. You're protected. You are not alone. Absolutely not. You are not alone. You are not alone. Even like the queen of wands. Look at the cat here. That's a black cat telling you, letting her know she her intuition, right? That's a sense of mysticism being denoting here. Look at the queen of air here. We have that butterfly denoting change, and look at the bird flying right above her, bringing information to her, because it's all about the mind and information, right? With the swords card. And it's the same way. Look at the king of air, right? The falcon coming right there into their hand. There's a whole platform. People probably cannot just get to him, but the bird can. The information will get to him, right? You are not alone. You are being guided, and your angels are gonna be coming through a lot more stronger in your life. You're gonna be seeing signs, whether in your dream, whether when you're walking, you'll see a feather, you find coins, something will move, you'll hear something, you'll be like, what is this? What is this? You'll hear a song, you'll be watching a movie, and all of a sudden you're like, haha. Like they're gonna be making their presence known in your life a lot more, so you can really understand it. And I feel like for a lot of you, there's also information coming your way. Your third eye will be opening up for a lot of you. You're gonna be seeing for the first time. You're going to be able to see through your third eye. You're going to really be able to experience this world in a different way, because there's going to be that shift of perception. I hope that I explained, I relayed the message well enough for you guys. Thank you so much for your support. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you soon. Until then, please take care of yourselves. Sending you lots of love. Bye-bye.